Five Nights at Freddy's isn't just a horror game. It's a story packed with hidden details, secrets, and characters that feel way more alive than they should. In this video, we're going to break down every character from the very first Five Nights at Freddy's game. Let's begin. Freddy Fazbear is the main mascot of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and he's the leader of the original animatronic group. During the day, he appears as a friendly, smiling brown bear holding a microphone designed to entertain children. But at night, everything changes. Freddy becomes one of the most dangerous animatronics in the game. Unlike others, he doesn't always move in a predictable way. Instead, he often stays in the shadows, especially on the show stage or in the kitchen. This makes him harder to track. Freddy also becomes more active when you run out of power. If your power reaches zero, he will walk directly to your office and initiate a jump scare. Ending the night immediately. His movements are usually silent. You won't always hear him coming, which adds to the tension. He also has a unique mechanic compared to others. While Bonnie and Chica usually attack from the sides, Freddy often approaches from the right side of the office after making a series of strategic moves. His behavior becomes more aggressive as the nights progress. Freddy represents control and unpredictability. He's not just another enemy, he's the core of the game's pressure system. And when he starts moving, things are about to get serious. Bonnie the Bunny is one of the first animatronics you'll encounter in Five Nights at Freddy's, and he plays a major role in putting pressure on the player. During the day, Bonnie appears as a purple rabbit holding a guitar, performing on stage alongside Freddy and the rest of the band. But once night falls, Bonnie becomes much more aggressive. He's usually the first animatronic to leave the show stage and begin moving through the building. Unlike Freddy, Bonnie tends to move quickly and directly toward the office. Most of the time, he approaches from the left side of the building, slowly making his way through the backstage and hallway cameras. If you're not paying attention, Bonnie can suddenly appear right outside your door. And when that happens, you only have a moment to react before he enters the office. Because of his speed and constant movement, Bonnie is often the animatronic that overwhelms new players the most. He forces you to check cameras frequently and manage your doors carefully. In many ways, Bonnie is the character that teaches players how dangerous the night shift can really be. Chica the Chicken is the third member of the original animatronic band, and she brings a different kind of pressure compared to Freddy and Bonnie. During the day, Chica appears as a bright yellow chicken, wearing a bib that says, "Let's eat," and holding a cupcake. She's designed to be cheerful, friendly, and appealing to children, completing the Fazbear Entertainment lineup. At night, Chica becomes one of the most active animatronics in the game. She typically starts on the show stage, but quickly begins moving through the right side of the building. Her path usually leads her toward the right hall, and eventually to the right door of your office. One of Chica's defining traits is her persistence. Once she starts moving, she keeps applying constant pressure. She doesn't just disappear for long periods. She keeps coming back into your field of attention. Chica can often be detected by listening carefully and checking the right door light. If you see her standing outside, she's very close to entering your office. If you fail to react in time, she will slip inside and trigger a jump scare. Her presence also contributes heavily to resource management stress. Since she often appears alongside Bonnie, you're frequently forced to switch attention between both doors, making it harder to manage power and camera usage efficiently. Chica's movement pattern reinforces the core challenge of the game, managing multiple threats at once. She represents pressure from the right side, and her consistent approach forces you to stay alert and reactive throughout the night. When Chica is active, you can't afford to ignore the right side, even for a second. Foxy is one of the most unique and unpredictable animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's. Unlike Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, Foxy is hidden away at Pirate Cove, a separate area from the main stage. During the day, he appears as a worn-out pirate fox with an eye patch and a hook, giving him a more aggressive and mysterious appearance compared to the others. But at night, Foxy behaves very differently from the rest. He doesn't follow the same constant roaming patterns as the other animatronics. Instead, Foxy operates on a hidden system that depends on how often you check Pirate Cove. If you ignore him for too long, he will begin to move. And once Foxy starts moving, he moves fast. Foxy progresses through multiple stages before attacking. You might notice him peeking from behind the curtain, then stepping closer and eventually sprinting down the hallway toward your office. If you fail to stop him in time by checking the cameras regularly, he will run directly into your office and trigger a jump scare. One of the key mechanics is that checking Pirate Cove frequently can slow or even prevent his attack. However, this comes at a cost. Using the cameras drains your power, which is a limited resource. This creates a constant risk-reward decision. Do you focus on Foxy or do you save power? Foxy's behavior introduces urgency and pressure in a completely different way from the other animatronics. He doesn't just attack randomly, he punishes inattention. Foxy represents speed, punishment, and resource management. Ignoring him for even a short time can lead to a quick and unavoidable attack. He's the reason you can't get comfortable, even for a second. But Foxy isn't the only threat lurking in the building, because there is one final character in the original Five Nights at Freddy's, Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy is one of the rarest and most mysterious encounters in the entire game. Unlike the other animatronics, he doesn't follow a visible path through the restaurant. Instead, his appearance is extremely rare and seems to happen randomly. When Golden Freddy appears, he suddenly manifests inside your office as a slumped, lifeless version of Freddy Fazbear. His empty eyes and broken posture create one of the most disturbing moments in the game. What makes this encounter even stranger is what happens next. If the player doesn't react quickly, the game can crash entirely, abruptly ending the run. This unusual behavior made Golden Freddy feel less like a normal animatronic and more like a glitch inside the game itself. Because of how little the game explains about him, many theories started to appear in the community. One popular idea suggests that Golden Freddy may be connected to the kitchen camera, the only camera in the building that doesn't show a video feed. Some players believe he could be hiding there, out of sight, before appearing in the office. Whether that theory is true or not, Golden Freddy remains one of the most mysterious elements of the first Five Nights at Freddy's. A rare encounter, a sudden crash, and a character that never fully follows the rules of the game. And those were the animatronics from the first Five Nights at Freddy's. From Freddy leading the stage to Foxy waiting inside Pirate Cove, every character in the original game adds its own kind of danger to the night. If you enjoyed learning about the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment about which character you find the most interesting. Thanks for watching.